Shema. Hey, it's What Up Doe, the What Up Doe, the What Up Doe Show. Yo, what up, Doe? It's your boy OG Tim Wilson. I am here live on a Friday night, but we are not live tonight, and it's not Friday either. So we're recording on a Saturday night. But you know what? It's all the same to you because you're not watching it Friday or Saturday unless it's next week. Either way, I'm here with the Nasty Boys, none other than my homies Big Ed and Waze. What up, though, fellas?
What up, though, fellas?
What up, though?
What up, though? This is the What Up, though show. We are episode number 5,000 million 1,700.
And three.
And 3.5. But seriously, man, I want to give birthday shouts to all the people having a birthday this week, including my nephew Tim. Happy birthday to you, y'all. And on that note, man, we're going to go ahead and get this party started. What's going on, Big Ed? What's happening with you?
Nothing much, fellas, nothing much. Chilling.
Okay, all right. Waze, anything happening in your world?
Man, not much at all. Just trying to finish up this damn deck. We're gonna see how that goes after the shows tonight.
All right. I first want to say, well, I had a busy weekend as always. Y'all know been a busybody this year so far, man. I'm always into something. So I will start by saying big ups to my girl Micah Turner. She had a fashion show Thursday night. She launched her new brand, I Am the Collection. So she has a new clothing line coming out called I Am the Collection, and she had a debut launch party for that in a fashion show Thursday night. It was phenomenal, but nothing was more phenomenal than me and my bow tie. All right, so I got to find a picture of it and show it to you at some point tonight. We may have to put that. I'm gonna send it to Waze and he can plug it in. All right, plug it in when I say that so y'all can see me in my bow tie. Yeah, I was fired. Me and Billy T was down there, so I hooked up with Billy T. Me and Billy T hung out. We had a great time, man. Also, and it was a cool little after party downtown. That was kind of impromptu. And enjoyable. Other than that, I went to the Michigan game today. That was cool. Always cool to go down to the Michigan game. Good to be in the crowd. Good to be in the atmosphere. It wasn't really a game though. I left. It was 45-0, and I took off. So yeah, that wasn't fun. But the game in and of itself, the atmosphere was just cool to be down there. You know, just to do that, just to be in the big house was
Right.
it's always an experience. It's better when there's a good game. I will admit that, but
Yeah.
anyway, it was still cool. And last but not least, before we get this show started, I want to dedicate this one to a fallen comrade of ours. In our fantasy football group, we have a friend, Lee Maloney. He died in a car crash Thursday night. There was a car accident he was a part of, and he had exited his vehicle. There's no details as to why he did and what was going on at that point, but he was outside of the vehicle, and an SUV came down along and ran him over, and he expired in the hospital. And we want to say big up and prayers to the Maloney, to his family, and to his close friends, including Chris Crisis. Yes, we talk about him a lot, but when it comes down to it, they part of the fam. And this is going out to each and every one of you, man. All the people out in the SW Fantasy Football Group and the BSB Fantasy Football Group. Nothing but love, man, and respect. Peace. So yeah, sad story about losing the Lee Manoni. He was an EFG homie too. So
Yeah.
mm. A rough one, and I know it was rough on Chris because they were real. He was real close with Chris. He was real close with Melvin. So I'm gonna reach out to Melvin, see if we can get Melvin on the show down next weekend.
Yeah.
we can talk some fantasy football. We can dedicate a little bit more time to Lee Maloney too.
Yeah.
On that
That'd be dope.
note, maybe we'll even bring Chris on for a few words, if he's willing to do it. We can make it. We can show him some love on the showdown next week.
Or there's also the option that we can have the guys send in little clips and everything that I can edit in, and we can have like a tribute.
Yeah, that'll be cool. That would be cool. Let's put that together. Let's make that a thing, man. Okay, and on that note, man, I hate it for let's have this moment of silence just to put that real quick, just so that I'm not just changing gears too fast. So, moment of silence for Lee Maloney, man. All right, okay, so on with the show, man. To make this happen, let's see here. Something happened in Oklahoma City this week. Did you guys hear about it?
No.
No, I did not.
A semi truck, carrying. He was hauling sex toys and lubricants,
This is already good.
and it overturned on the highway and spilled its love load all across the freeway.
Wow.
Boxes of dildos all over the place, and it took hours to clean that mess up.
That truck
I
tipped
bet you
over.
it
It
was
was like, "Here, bitch. Here's a towel."
I bet you it was a bunch of thirsty ass women running along that highway. All
Yeah,
of them stopped.
it was sex toys and dildos and lubricants all over the freeway.
Wow.
Oh
Yeah.
man,
How did I miss that one?
You know
Slippery
that
when
you know that fucked traffic that day.
they had to put up the slippery when wet signs.
You know, yeah, you know they fucked traffic that day.
Oh god.
Yeah, that was the best story I saw all week, man, all weekend. Uh, let's see what else. Yeah, let's see what else is going on. Oh, Michelle Obama commented on that story, and she said,
Turn up for what?
"All right, did y'all know that was Michelle Obama? Did you know that was Michelle Obama that says that? Yeah, that is Michelle Obama actually.
Oh wow. I never knew that.
Mm-hmm. That is her. So y'all heard about PNB Rock?
Yes.
When PNB Rock was murdered in Los Angeles, robbed and murdered. Hey, you! I see somebody hiding behind Joe. There is that Kim? What's up? What's
Hey
up?
Kim.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Yeah.
What's
She was breathing all hot and heavy on my neck. It was disturbing.
up?
It was like a personal humidity right on one spot of the neck.
Hey, just be lucky that your ears were covered. She couldn't lick and blow in your ear.
That's right.
That would have been show over.
Hold on, I was trying to be a good boyfriend. I put one ear back. She didn't even say a word.
She heard about that semi truck tipping over, and here they come. They've been coming from everywhere. Heard about those boxes of dildos out there.
She said, "Semi full of lube and dildos. I'm on my way in."
I'm in. Wait a minute. What else? What is that show about tonight? I need a part of this. So there's been a little hip hop beef brewing because of this PNB Rock story. Because some of the hip hop stars are coming after the girlfriend, because he allegedly he was having lunch or breakfast with his girlfriend, or brunch with his girlfriend at Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles, and she posted their location on social media. And when he came out, he got stuck up. So there's a lot of people coming after her as to why you would put the location out like that. Um, so I don't know. What's your thoughts on that? Do you think there's anything that she did anything wrong by putting it out there? You think it was a setup? What do you think?
For
All
this
right.
status, I would say yes, because you don't want to, with the celebrity, you don't want to kind of divulge that kind of information out there to the public. It's one thing to tip off paparazzi, but when it comes to the general public, you can't really trust that situation.
Yeah. The game told everybody before in 2007 in one of his songs. I'll pull the lyrics up later, but he said you
Paraphrase.
better. He said you better watch yourself when you go to Roscoe's, pretty much, because motherfuckers will take your chain. You will get robbed, and that was back in 2007. He must not have heard that song before or something. He
Yeah,
must.
I didn't hear it, but somebody, Nicki Minaj had said, as a celebrity, we don't divulge our location because we don't want people to know something like that, and somebody responded to her that, hey, you're dating a sex offender. We all know your location. We can always find your location. Uh, but yeah,
I'm just waiting.
Cardi
They're married.
B and Nicki Minaj have been going back and forth because Cardi is defending the girlfriend. Uh, but Ice T made a statement and he caught a little flack, so he made a statement to clarify his first statement. And he said, and I'm going to paraphrase some, but this is actual from his quotes. He said, "If you notice, LA rappers don't wear a lot of jewelry. Me, Snoop, Cube, Dre, Game, Kendrick, and the list goes on. It's not because we're broke. It's because LA is a dangerous place. And why test the streets?"
That's that sums it up right there.
Yeah, so that's the way Ice T put it.
I mean, who was that rapper not too long ago that just got killed because he accidentally showed his address?
Oh, that was Pop Smoke.
Hey, he accidentally showed his address. Motherfuckers pulled up, and that was the end of Pop Smoke.
Damn, I didn't know that. I didn't know that
Yep.
part of it. I didn't know that part of the story.
So
Wasn't it on video too when he got shot?
I believe
No,
so.
he was just getting out of the
Under
shower when
security
he got
video.
shot.
He was. Oh, was he?
Yeah.
I thought he got shot on the street. I thought it was a video of somebody
I
shooting.
think that was Pooh Shiesty.
Bruce
Okay.
Dicey hasn't been killed.
Oh,
That little ugly fucker's still alive.
Yeah, I remember there was a video of somebody getting shot on the street. I thought that was Pop Smoke.
No, Pop Smoke got robbed in his home and they shot him um, in his home or in the place he was staying, not his home.
All right, I'm gonna look into that. I'm gonna look into that. Because I could have swore there was a video of it. I
yeah,
don't.
there was a video. I remember I remember the one you're talking about. He was
Yeah,
like riding in a convertible, and they
something
ran
like
up on
that.
him.
Yeah, something like that. Yep, yep. Do we call that? Anyway, on to other news. Mike Epps and his wife Kyra has announced a new HGTV show. They're coming out with a new HDTV series called Buying Back the Block. They will be buying and renovating homes in communities of color.
That sounds kind of dope.
It sounds like gentrification proof. They're
As long as they get a house to black people.
Yeah, exactly. As long as they do that, they are preventing gentrification in those neighborhoods.
Yeah, I'm all for it. Are they doing it all across the country or Indiana, where he's from?
Okay, so allegedly, that hasn't been determined. I don't know. I think they're not letting that cat out the bag, but it does start with the idea was spurred from him always wanting to um, buy back parts of his neighborhood, right?
Okay.
Um, so it may start in his hometown. He's always had a thing for doing that. So it could start in his hometown in Indiana. I don't know where Kyra's from, but she's always had a thing for flipping homes. So they've been doing
Right.
this anyway. And then the idea came to bring this to television.
I ain't gonna lie. I would have. I love this idea in the first place, but doing something like rebuilding the projects, taking the projects and making them better, starting with the homes. That would have been something I could really get behind. But I love this idea in the first place.
Yeah, I think I would say I do as well. Um, I just hope it's contagious.
Yeah.
I would like for other people to take this idea and run with it and see that it's cool to give back to the community by strengthening the homes in the community and making the homes better and just giving back to the community in that way,
Yep.
building up the homes. I mean, there's a lot of ruin, and
Yeah.
unfortunately, unfortunately, a lot of celebrities are contributing to the downfall of the hoods. I hate to say it, but they are.
Yeah.
Influencing violence, influencing crime, influencing um, the celebration, the glorification of the thug life. Um, that kind of stuff has been tearing a lot of hoods down.
Yeah,
Uh,
and there's a few celebrities that don't even get the credit that they do deserve for trying to build the communities up. Such as much as I don't like a lot of the stuff he does, Nick Cannon, great example of someone that tries to rebuild the community as
Yeah.
a whole.
Master P.
Master P is probably the best at it.
yes,
Like
agreed.
Jay Z sitting back right now, is sitting there saying, at least one nigga listen to me, because this is exactly what Jay Z said in the story of OJ.
That is true.
Said buy back the neighborhood.
That's it. That's it. That is exactly what he said.
So
Speaking of that, I know you heard it. So, what's your thoughts on Jay Z's verse in this DJ Khaled song?
man, I loved it. He took the he took the drug war head on and told him, hey, and basically told everybody, hey, y'all see somebody done did it. Everything everything that I was doing illegally, I'm doing legally now.
I
So,
haven't had the opportunity. I've had the
oh man,
opportunity to listen. I just keep forgetting to take a listen. I'm definitely. I want to actually hear the whole album. I heard that entire album's actually probably some of DJ Khaled's best work.
oh yeah, the album's dope. But that's the only song really getting major hype from it.
And mostly because of
So
Jay Z's verse there.
all
Uh,
because of Jay Z's verse.
yeah, yeah. Because there's some other people on that track with him. Like Lil Wayne is on that track, right?
Lil Wayne and Rick Ross.
And Rick Ross is on that track.
Yep.
I can see why Jay Z would outshine those two.
Lil
But
Wayne
I mean,
said, Lil Wayne said, I'm gonna turn into an ass and make him kiss me.
All right, I ain't gonna lie, that's a cold ass line though.
so I heard the song, but I didn't like give it a good enough listen to break down the verse
Hmm.
and really get into it. So I was like, it was cool. I thought the flow didn't really impress me, but he's saying some profound stuff I could in there, and I could grasp some of it. But I didn't really give it a second and third listen where I really get what he's saying.
Right.
But yeah, there's been a whole lot of love given to that verse. So if you get a chance to hear the new DJ Khaled song with Lil Wayne, Rick Ross, and Jay Z, go ahead and check it out. I forgot the name of the song.
God did.
God did is the
I
name.
heard
Yeah.
when it came to that album, the only thing I was hearing before you guys brought that up was Eminem's verse in one of his songs where he did a gospel verse.
Is
Oh,
that on
okay, yeah,
that? Is that on that
yeah,
album? That's on DJ Khaled album.
yeah.
I heard he did a verse on a gospel song, and I heard about that, but I didn't know what it was from. I thought it was from Kanye's album. I don't know why I
No,
thought that was something
the
with
song's got
Kanye.
Kanye on it.
Okay, I knew Kanye's name was involved with it. Okay,
It's like "Let the Gospel Tell It" or something like that.
yeah, I actually think I heard that.
It's a remake of one of Kanye's songs.
I think I heard
It's
that.
a remix of one of Kanye's songs.
I think I heard that.
So
If not, I'm definitely going to give it a listen after because I want to hear what M had to say and how he had to say it.
Well, yeah, what I heard is it's the only time anyone's ever heard Eminem spit a crazy verse without swearing.
Okay, all right.
hey, you can't write a song called "Let the Gospel Tell It" and cuss on it.
Well, you can, but
Look, all I know is
We going to
Eminem did
hell.
it
I would
Will
be
Smith proud.
advised otherwise. I would advise otherwise, but you can do
Right.
it.
Eminem did Will Smith proud. That's all I
But
know.
that song did land Eminem on a number one hit on the Billboard Christian charts
And that's
for the first
right.
time
I've
ever.
heard that. I did hear that. I think I heard that from you now that you said it. I think I remember hearing you say it before. Now that
Yeah.
I've heard you say it. Well, that's what's up, man. So we had a on the show I visited with Sean P. Big ups to Sean P. And his show, the Laugh and Giggle Podcast, on Podcastic last week. He did pose the question to everyone in the room: who's your favorite MC of all times? Um, and I'll pose that question to you guys. Um, Ways, I'll go to you first. Your favorite MC of all times?
Favorite MC is hands down for me is KRS-One.
Wow, didn't expect that as your answer. Why is that? Y'all get it? You don't even get it. That was a KRS-One song from way back before his time. But go ahead. Why, go ahead. Why is that? What makes you choose the KRS-One?
He's it, just him in general. The music he produces or puts out there, and his rhythm, his patterns. It just for me speaks hip hop. It speaks
Hold-
the nature of hip hop to me, and that's why I've always enjoyed KRS-One. I hold him as the standard for what hip hop should be.
Wow. Wow, that's huge. Big Ed, what about you, man?
Oh man, it's a toss up.
Well,
I
pick
know
one.
this question got asked before, and I said Scarface. But after putting some thought into it, I gotta go with Nas.
Okay. You want to, let's hear
His
it. Your
man,
your
his lyrical
substantiate.
content, his lyrical content, the stories that he weaves. I mean, he's a slick Rick type storyteller in a different type of way. In a street type of way. Favorite song all time of Nas's was Rewind, where he rapped the whole story backwards. That shit was just dope as fuck.
Okay. Well,
See,
the young lady, go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say when it comes to Nas, Godson's always been my favorite.
Okay.
I can see that.
Well, the person that was sitting next to me, of course, she didn't hesitate. She went straight at Eminem. She went straight Eminem, and there was no hesitation. Um, and of course, you can't knock that choice. Let's face it, Eminem. Lyrically, I think Eminem is superior to pretty much anybody.
Yeah.
Just in pure lyrical, just the way he can flip words and put words together, and different styles that he can do, just the way he does it. I don't consider him the best at writing a beat, and I think that's why he don't have as many club bangers as some of the other guys. But when it comes to just putting words together in a way that you never saw coming, I don't think anybody's as talented as Eminem. Period, point blank. He's just it's just phenomenal what he can do. Um,
He's a true student of the game.
oh, he is phenomenal with what he can do with words, man. Uh, I said my answer was LL Cool J. Um, for a lot of reasons. One, I like the fact how long he lasted in the game, uh, especially coming from the absolute pioneers of the game. He was right there. You know, as far
Right.
as hip hop as we know it, the very first rap tour, he's on it,
Right.
and we still know who he is. Um, he can still come to town and rock the house.
Yep. Anyway.
uh, Anywhere. So LL Cool J is my favorite. I must say a close second for me is Ice Cube because he's my favorite storyteller. And I used to love the way I used to love his stories back in the day. He was a great storyteller, and it wasn't to me all that ironic that he went into making movies because making movies is telling stories,
Yep.
and he was the best at it at that time. There's been others come along. There's great, Scarface is great. There's a lot of great storytellers in the game
Slick Rick.
now. Yeah, Slick Rick. There's a lot of great storytellers in the game without naming them all, but uh, he was at that time to me superior in that category. And the stories he told were interesting because they came from a place where I wasn't familiar with. We
Right.
didn't at that time think of Los Angeles as this hardcore, dangerous gang city. We thought of Los Angeles as the place you go to become a star. That's what it
Yep.
was to the rest of us. I'll never forget the awakening I got in that reality was a song by Public Enemy called the name of the song was "Burn Hollywood Burn." All right, so there was a song by Public Enemy called "Burn Hollywood Burn," and it featured Ice Cube and Big Daddy Kane. Big Daddy Kane and Ice Cube were featured on this song, and Big Daddy Kane verse was nice. Chuck D killed it. I've got a movie, but it'll take a black one to move me, right? Uh, but what was interesting to me and what I noticed about it and what really turned me on to say, really start listening to these Los Angeles guys was their verses when they talked about Burn Hollywood Burn was about movies and the lack of black movies. Spike Lee was just then getting on the map, whereas Ice Cube's verse was about the streets, rolling through Hollywood late at night, red and blue lights with a common sight, right? So that was his verse was more about the streets of Los Angeles.
Right.
So Hollywood to the rest of the world, well, Hollywood to the rest of the world means movies. To him, Hollywood means violence, gang violence, cops is going down. The shit is happening out here, and that was the first time just listening to that song, his verse versus their verses, and how they interpreted Hollywood was really my first inclination to say, let me go find out what these. And that's when I went and bought Ice Cube's. I went because I had Ice Cube's album had come and gone and played out before I gave it a chance, and I went back and listened to America's Most Wanted, and bam, I was hooked. I'm an Ice Cube fan to this day.
Right.
So, wow, I didn't mean to go down that rabbit hole, but
Hey,
since I
that's all right.
did, hey,
A big mouth, a big mouth.
I got a big mouth. So, Who was that? Who was that? Anybody? Anybody who was not too big hair? Who was that? Who was that? Waze, especially. Waze. You don't know who that was? Big Ed might know. Want to hear it again?
A big mouth! A big mouth!
Come on, Waze. You got to know who that is.
I
He rides your ass about him all the time.
Break yourself, fool!
Yeah, that
He
is
riding your ass about him all the time.
that is Houdini, the Big Mouth.
Wow.
One of the major
Still don't
hits,
get it.
one of the major hits by Houdini, another group that was on the first hip hop tour. They were the co-headliners with Run DMC in that tour, but Run DMC really took off as the bigger of the two. But yeah, it was Houdini and Run DMC were the co-headliners of the first rap tour. And Cool J was on it. Fat Boys, Nucleus. You ever remember Nucleus? Jam on it. Doom, 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 doom. Jam on it. Wicked, 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 wicked. Anyway, enough of that. Enough of that.
A big mouth! A big mouth!
Let's move on. Let's move on. We mentioned it earlier, and I will give you a chance to talk about it further now. R. Kelly has been convicted of child pornography, soliciting underage women, and multiple other sex crimes. What are your thoughts about Robert Kelly?
He shouldn't have been peeing on them girls. I don't know what else to say. His goose is cooked.
all I know is he's truly believing he can fly now.
No, he's truly wishing he could fly.
Yeah, exactly.
He ain't believing he could fly.
Oh, he's wishing he was still trapped in that closet. That's for sure.
Yeah.
He's saying, I wish I could fly.
Now you're in the cell with some guy saying,
Ooh, baby, I like it raw. Yeah, baby, I like it raw.
yeah, he about to get it. He about to get it raw. He about to be pissed on in a video.
Hey, at least he came out the closet.
He beat you to that one already. He already beat you to that joke there, so I'm sorry. He already beat you to that one, though. But I got you. He already beat you to it.
Who would have known Ron Isley when he was talking about that girl in Contagious? He meant his daughter.
Ooh.
I am delivered!
So,
Got him!
Got him.
so look, I just feel bad for the guy. Somebody said I saw this on Facebook. I'm gonna steal a joke. I just thought it was funny because I feel bad for the guy who's been the winner of the last 3 talent shows in prison, and now here comes R. Kelly.
Yeah, boy!
Yeah, you're done. You're done.
Oh, as long as he don't move like Genuine now.
Oh wow! How funny is that, man? They've been beating Genuine up.
Not as bad as Ray J.
But no, the women been going in on Genuine because Ray J sucked, but Ray J was never looked at as this sex symbol that Genuine was.
Man.
So I've been seeing these comparison memes. This is our Genuine, and this is your generation's Genuine. He doesn't even look like the same guy, man. How did his forehead shrink? I don't understand. I don't understand, man. The dude's forehead is smaller. He looks interesting. When the checks stop, as Latone would say, when the checks stop.
No, he out here looking like a creepy stepdad though. That's for sure.
He is. He most definitely is. I can't tell a lie, man. That's all I got for tonight, man. I don't have a whole lot. I just want to say big ups to all my people out there that joined us for the show. Thank you for joining us. Big ups to the Maloney family, man, and Lee Maloney and his family. Big ups to all my people in the fantasy football world that is affected by the death of Lee Maloney. Really feeling bad about that, man. I really felt bad about that. Also, I want to say big up to all my people celebrating their birthdays. Thank you all for joining us, Big Ed and Ways. We are the Nasty Boys, and this is the What Up Though Show. Thanks again. You're on the What Up Though Show Network. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and like what you see if you like what you see. Feel me? Comment on it. We'd love to hear from you. And this is all for until next time. Peace out. Pressy keep out. Peace out. Pressy creeps out. Keep the police out while I bust his niece out. And I'm out of here like last year. Peace.
Oh, and in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
What up, though?
Just need to clear my mind.